afternoon and welcome to 55 Plus Live. My name is Nick England.
And I'm Leela Peg.
And today is February 15th. Welcome to the show. Got lots to talk about today.
I know.
Yeah.
We've had a cold month.
Yes.
But...
Lots of snow. Lots of snow this year.
And just lots of frigid temperatures.
Yeah.
And there's been the Olympics, which I've been watching.
Yes, that's right.
Which has been fun because
Yesterday.
It's cold outside, so it's a good
Yeah.
winter thing to do right now.
Yeah. Yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Very fun.
Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day,
Happy post-Valentine's Day, everybody.
Awesome. Well, what are we talking about today?
So we've got a lot of good segments today. We have a front yard interview with Elizabeth, one of our, a very familiar face to many people, and I know a lot of people will be super excited to see her again, but
Yes.
Jen Weber, the big
Yes.
exciting news.
Very exciting.
She is
wait
the
to hear
new
from
Walter
her.
Reed 55 Plus
Yes.
Center Director. Woohoo!
Woo!
And she's actually here in the studio with us. Say hi, Jen.
Yay!
In the studio.
I know, we're like, what do we do? It's just awkward. Anyway.
Yeah, so Elizabeth will be interviewing her, and then we have a really fun segment with Shatima.
Yes, that one's going to be cool.
He's going to be out and about, some fun things to do, even though it's cold. During the winter, we still have, what did the groundhog, what was the groundhog
What did
prediction?
the groundhog say? Does anyone know? Is it
6 more weeks, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah.
How do you say his name again?
Puxatawny Phil.
Puxatawny Phil,
Thank you. So Phil, I'll just say
More
Phil.
winter, yeah.
Yes, more winter. So Shatima will have some fun things for you guys to do. And then we've got Sydney back with Michelle Atkin.
Yes, at the new Longbridge Center, which is really exciting.
Oh, that will be exciting.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
a lot of people have already been to it.
Yeah.
But Michelle is she's our Arlington County Parks and Rec Fitness Coordinator. Is that her title? But she has a lot of information just about fitness programs.
Yep. She also offers a lot of fitness classes that are free and open to the public. Then I think if you guys are not already aware of, you may be interested in hearing about. So we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yep, so lots of good information. And then we will have Brittany with her social media minute. She also has, it's Black History Month, as most of you know. We've got a lot of stuff in the county that hopefully people have seen in the e-news and in our guide, that just different activities to celebrate Black History Month. But Brittany has found some really awesome things in the DC area at large. And we're also tying that in with Top 5.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, very exciting, lots to talk about. So without further ado, we'll go to our first segment, which is our front yard interview with Elizabeth. Take it away, Elizabeth.
Hello, and welcome to another segment of Front Yard Interviews. Exciting times in our 55 Plus unit as we welcome the new director of Walter Reed, Jennifer Weber. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So we're so glad to have you. And that name may sound familiar to you, as Jennifer Weber was the director at Arlington Mill and also the countywide program specialist. So Jennifer, give us some background information on yourself for those who don't know you.
Yes, so I am a native of Northern Virginia. I grew up in Springfield, Virginia. I went to Hayfield High School, go Hawks. Then I went off to Virginia Tech, where I studied human development, and I specialized in gerontology. From there, I have background in recreation for seniors. I worked in recreation at a Sunrise Senior Living in Bethesda.
Lots of experience.
Lots of experience. And then from there, I went to Fairfax County, where I was an assistant senior center director at Lincolnia Senior Center. Wow. And then, as you said, I came to Arlington, and I was the senior center director at Arlington Mill.
Well, we are thrilled to have you back. And so tell us, what inspires you about this position?
Well, I am a new member of the Penrose neighborhood. I'm really excited to be in South Arlington and near Walter Reed Community Center and Senior Center. So I'm really excited to be back in the community. I love helping people live their best days through recreation and programming, and I also just I just find value and I find passion in helping people get connected to county services. So I love to build community, and I'm just really excited to not only live in the Walter Reed neighborhood, but also work and be of service.
Definitely a connection there. So what have you been doing since you've been gone?
Yeah, so I really focused on some life goals and adventures. I really wanted to start my own company. In the reusable, renewable field. And well, what I found out about myself was, in order to be an entrepreneur, you have to put in lots of crazy hours. And I just realized that my drive wasn't necessarily towards being an entrepreneur, but rather, again, I miss being in the community. So, when you're when you're going for one thing, sometimes you figure out like what you'd rather be doing.
Well, we're glad that you found your passion with us.
Yep, and I've scaled down kind of some of those aspirations. So I'm still working towards starting my own company, but on a very, very small scale. And it's become more of a hobby rather than a way to sustain myself. So I found the perfect balance of, being back in the community, but also, starting pursuing something that, brings me joy, on my off time.
Good.
So just a few hours.
So I remember you biked everywhere. Are you still biking? And what other activities do you enjoy doing?
Still biking. So I'm assuming that I'll probably be biking and walking a lot to Walter Reed.
Great.
Being in the Penrose neighborhood. So yeah, I love biking around. I think my rule is only if it's over 40 degrees out will I bike.
Like today. A little chilly, but at least
chilly.
the sun is out.
Exactly. So once the spring hits, I'll reliably be riding my bike around. I also love to run. I have a goal of running a half marathon this year.
Oh, great.
Hopefully in June.
Okay.
And also one of my hobbies is candle making.
Wow.
So
I can see a program on the horizon.
On the horizon. So a candle maker is called a chandler.
Ah.
So I am Jennifer the Chandler.
Well, great. Well, Arlington, Jennifer is going to be at Arlington Mill until the reopening of Walter Reed. So if you get a chance, please stop by and say hello. And I'm going to send it back to you and Nick and Leela.
Thanks, Elizabeth, and welcome, Jennifer Weber. We're so excited to have you back on our team. So now we'll go to Shatima with a new segment, Out and About. Take it away, Shatima.
Hi, I'm Shatima, and welcome to Out and About. Today we're in Shirlington, near the dog park, and we're walking down South Arlington Mill Drive looking at Find Your Heart murals. These were done by the Community Arts Department, and as you can see, as you walk down with your friend having a stroll or with man's best friend, you can take a look at these beautiful pieces of artwork put down by Arlington County Community Arts. If you're trying to channel your inner Olympian, you should come on out to Pentagon Row Ice Skating Rink, where you can watch the Olympics at one of our many restaurants over here, or you can take your chances and try your skill out on the ice skating rink. Come on and join me. This is Shatima signing out with Out and About. Thank you. Go America. Back to you, Nick and Leela.
Thanks, Shatima. There are so many super fun things to do in February, despite the cold. And now we have some fun things to do inside with getting healthy, getting fit with Michelle Atkin and Sydney. Take it away, Sydney.
Hi, I'm Sydney Reed, and I'm here with Michelle Atkin, fitness manager, and we're going to talk a little bit about what she does here at the Longbridge facility, along with some of the other things that she does at other facilities. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So I've prepared a couple questions. So first, tell us a little bit about your current role and how long you've been with the county.
I started with Arlington County in 2013 as a part-time personal trainer and group exercise instructor. And then I was actually the Aurora Hills Senior Center Director for 2 years in the middle. And then I've been in this position for 3.5 years, and we have 11 locations with fitness rooms around the county.
Wow, so you are pretty busy.
Yes.
All over the place.
Yes, very much so.
So a great segue would be, what offerings do you have specific to our 55 plus community?
Well, the good thing about my drop-in classes is that they are tailored to 18 and up. So that means all of your 55 plus members would be eligible.
Okay.
The main thing to keep in mind is that I don't have any chair classes right now, so getting up and down off of a mat would be valuable to make the class a better fit for you. And 3 of my regulars are actually 81.
Oh,
so I love being able to span a beginner to an advanced and give options that everyone can make it their own.
Awesome. And that's a great thing to have, because right now in the 55 plus guide we have a lot of yogas and little lower intensity courses, so it's a great option for people who are looking for more intense workouts. Are there any current programs that you'd like to promote?
My most popular ones are my outdoor classes for the pandemic. We range from 5 people to 30 people, and we work out in the rain and the snow and 30 degrees and 80 degrees. So whatever you're comfortable working out in, I will usually be there and we will get something in. So those are down to running 3 times a week. Monday lunch at TJ, Tuesday morning Lubber Run, and Thursday night at TJ. In addition to the outdoor ones, we're trying to get our numbers up indoors, and I think as COVID calms down a little bit more, that might happen naturally. We have indoor drop-in classes. What used to only take place at TJ is now also offered, 1 at Lubber Run, and a whole plethora of options at Longbridge here.
Awesome. And it's such a nice facility, so I definitely recommend people coming out to Longbridge. And then my final question is, are there any plans for future programming with the 55 plus program?
One thing that comes to mind is expanding our cycle program within the county. We have bikes here. I don't know if you want to pan over to the cycles by the windows, but we also have them at TJ. So we're filling those seats to get that trendy format to all those that are interested in all age groups would be great. And I also forgot to mention that I do offer orientations for people that are new to working out, new to fitness equipment, or a little rusty since before the pandemic. I offer those monthly at Longbridge, Thomas Jefferson, and Lubber Run, and I also have a 55 and up only option at Madison. So we can get you guys this information via a link if you'd like to check out more.
Awesome. So there's a lot going on with 55 plus that involves fitness. So please check out Michelle's classes. There's going to be a link to a lot of those options, and be on the lookout for her in the future. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
And back to you, Nick and Leela.
All right, great. So up next, we have Brittany with our Social Media Minute.
Hey everyone, I'm Brittany Miller, and we are back with Social Media Minute, where I head over to a social media platform and fill you in on the latest. Today we're gonna head over to our friends at Clockout DC, which is a popular things to do Instagram account, and they have rounded up all of the best ways to celebrate Black History Month this February. Let's check it out. All right, starting out with lectures, we're gonna head over to the Smithsonian Associates, who is putting on a lecture called Ray Charles the Genius on February 15th. This month, we've got Moody Nolan, the largest African-American owned and managed architectural firm in the US, is giving a talk on 224 at the National Building Museum. If a book talk is more your thing, be sure to head over to Politics and Prose. The first one, Lost City Books, is holding a talk on Astonishing the Odds by Ben Okri on 225. And then Politics and Prose is hosting Chip Pye, the author of DC Go-Go, on 226. If you're more into movies and film screens, you be sure to check out a showing of Soul on 222 at the MLK Library, Daughters of the Dust on 223 at Georgetown Library, and Love Jones on 224 at MLK Library. And if you're interested in arts and performances, be sure to check out Attacks on Democracy through Black Photojournalism at the O Gallery on H Street on 224. Or be sure to hit up the Kennedy Center to see Swinging with the Duke on 226. Those are just a few that caught my eye, but make sure you check out the full post to access all of the events going on for Black History Month this February. Back to you, Leela and Nick.
All right, so welcome back. So thank you, Brittany, for showing us how to find all those great activities on Instagram. So we loved them so much that we chose some of those topics for our top 5. So without further ado, our top 5 this month is Black History Month activities in the DC area.
And yeah, so Brittany just showed you all how to find them. And we're just going to highlight a few things because there are just so many good ones. And again, these are just some great free programs, and also they are requiring vaccination, so you can feel pretty pretty safe going into a lot of these things in DC. So the first one is book talks. I know there's a lot of book lovers out there, but there's a couple of things at the Portrait Gallery, Lost City Books, Politics and Prose. Again, these are all in DC. But the authors are there. If you want to, just listen to them or pick up a book, get a copy signed maybe.
Yeah.
Just really interesting.
Awesome. The next is the arts and performances. Some of our favorites are like the National African American Roller Skating Archive exhibit, which is super cool.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of just galleries that I've never been to. O Gallery on H, has anybody been to that? But just, a lot of different galleries, Georgetown Library, Kennedy Center, that has different performances and art shows. Okay. The third one is movies and film showings in the DC area, and these should be great. A lot of them at MLK Library, which again, I've never been to. Has anybody checked out the Martin Luther King Library? If you haven't, what a great thing to do during Black History Month. And they're doing these movie showings, also at the Georgetown Library.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's some great performances happening around the city, such as the Sounds of the DMV at the Kennedy Center and the History of the Gospel Quartet panel discussion and concert. That should be really cool. Again, at the MLK Library.
I really kind of want to check that out now.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Okay, and then the last one is lectures, and I'm just going to do a quick plug for those of you who did not see Carl Van Newkirk while he was at Aurora Hills. He did a talk on Black history in Arlington County. It was like a 2-series talk, super great. Really, a lot of people came to that. Those were excellent, and I know he has a couple of other ones for Black History Month coming up, as does the Arlington Historical Society. So if you're not wanting to go all the way to DC, check out Arlington Historical Society, but there are some great lectures in DC also at the National Building Museum and Textile Museum, Library of Congress, all really neat places to visit too.
Super cool.
And that is our top 5.
Yeah.
So we do have a couple of things we wanted to mention You want to talk about registration real quick?
Oh yeah, so
Tomorrow.
the guide came out last week on Wednesday. I hope you got a chance to check it out, and registration begins tomorrow, February 16th, for county residents, and for non-Arlington County residents on the 17th. So make sure you sign up. Got lots of great programs and special events in there for the spring. Really excited about.
Yep, it's March through May are the months for that guide. And Elizabeth wanted us to make sure that you guys knew about 2 programs at Langston Brown 55 Plus Center, Resolving Downsizing on February 23rd at 11 a.m. and Is Your Jewelry Box a Treasure Chest on February 24th at 1 p.m. Mine probably isn't, but I'm kind of curious just to.
Those are so much fun. Is that with the auctioneer gentleman?
I think so.
Does the appraisals? That's
Yes,
really cool.
for the joy, and it's great. Resolving downside. Both of these are like great kind of cold weather months if you're organizing and going through things because there's not a whole lot going on right now. 2 great programs at Langston, and then I also just want to make sure everybody knew that Aurora Hills will be closed February 21st through 25th for some renovations.
Yep.
And last but not least, Acoustic Hour with Carl Gold on February 18th. That's this Friday at 1 p.m. at Aurora Hills. So if you want to be lifted up by a little bit of music and Carl, he's so fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Come out to Aurora Hills at 1 p.m.
Great.
And that's it.
That's it. So we will see you the 3rd Tuesday of the month in March. I hope you guys have a great rest of your February. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right, this is Shatima signing out and about. Back to you, Lickanita. Lickanita, sorry. I can't stop. I freak out when I'm on the phone.